I was living in Southern California. I was kind of going through a rough patch. I didn't really have much structure. I actually had foster parents whom I lived with, and I was committing a lot of crime with my friend. We would steal money from ATMs and stuff, and we would ride our bike, our moped around town and sort of wreak havoc. But I was sort of estranged from my mother at that point. I never really knew my dad. But in any case, everything was fine, you know. I sort of got by. I didn't ask much from life. Life didn't give me much, you know. But all that changed in the summer of '92 when a cop shows up at my foster parents' house, and he has a picture of me and asks, "Have you seen this boy?" To my foster parents, and I wasn't there, and they were like, "Oh, he went to the mall." And then like the cop tried to find me at the mall, and then my friend tips me off, and so I'm like, "Shit, let's get out of here, bro. Let's get out of here," because I was always doing shit, and I thought I was caught doing something. This was a different kind of cop, and I don't mean Vic Mackey from The Shield. I mean something else, something else bad. This guy started chasing me, and he was running literally 45 miles an hour. I have never seen anything like it. Then, all of a sudden, this badass dude comes out of nowhere, looks just like the governor of California. And he starts fighting this guy. They start destroying the mall. They are like beating the shit out of each other, breaking walls, knocking things over. Like, they look like they weigh like 800 pounds each, the way they're hitting stuff, like the physics of it, it's out of control. And then the dude pulls out a giant fucking shotgun out of a rose, like a box of roses. It was like, it looked just like Guns N' Roses, and I was really into Guns N' Roses at the time. But anyway, he blasted dude. I'm like, game over, you lose. But what happens? Dude is not full of blood. Dude is full of liquid metal. Okay? I have lost it at this point. Because it blows a hole in him, it goes, and then it goes back together. I lose my mind, okay? I'm like, what is going on? I'm losing it. And so this guy grabs me, he's from Austria, puts me on his bike, we're going full speed. I'm like, ooh, what happened back there? And my bangs are on my face and I look really good. And I didn't really do much actually after that in terms of a career, but then we break my mom out of the psych ward. Turns out she was right all along about some future shit going on with Terminators and whatnot. And we end up trying to change our fate because there is no fate. My mom carved into a picnic table in Mexico where we found this giant cache of weapons. Shit got really crazy. I guess my foster parents got killed, got stabbed in the mouth with a Terminator liquid metal hand that went through the milk into my foster dad's mouth, and he turned into my stepmother and my foster mother at one point. He like morphed, so I thought it was her, and like, but I thought I was talking on the phone, but then like the guy who saved me picked it up and like puts it up and like, your foster parents are dead, and I was like, well, how do you know, bro? And he's like, I fucking know, I'm a Terminator. He actually, I think he got paid really well for being my bodyguard. I think he got something like $80,000 a word. He didn't talk much, but he sure got paid a lot. But he didn't have that great a bike. Anywho, at the end of the day, we had to destroy this giant sort of techno plaza place where they make things out of liquid metal, and we had to destroy all this futuristic equipment and time travel stuff. And at the end, we had to pour the Terminator into this giant fucking vat of lava that was just hanging out in the middle of Los Angeles for some reason. And everything was fine until, of course, my friend said, you know, there's still one more chip, and he pointed in his head, and I go, no, you're the only dad I've ever had. I can't let you go. I can't. And but he was like, no, it must be done. And then he pointed at me, and in reference to something we talked about earlier, he pointed at me and he touched my face and he caught my tear, and he said, I know now why you cry. And I said, but you're just a machine. And he goes, I know now why you cry. And then he got on the lift and he couldn't self-terminate, so I had to do it. And I pushed the fucking button and he went into the lava and he started burning and he gave me a thumbs up and I said, fuck you, Arnold Schwarzenegger, we're gonna do it. We're gonna save the future. It's not gonna happen. There will be no war. There will be no war. shit. Actually, I did one other movie about a video game, and it really did poorly in the box office, but I got a lot of blowjobs for about a year for that shit, and then it all went on the tube. So, I just wanted to thank you guys for letting me live that life and still come back to you. Thank you for letting me live in the present. Thank you. Tommy!